In case you didn't hear, last week Parabellum did another one of their happy hours. If you'd like to watch it in its entirety, you can find it on Parabellum's Twitch channel, Parabellum War Games, for a short period of time. Otherwise, I have a time-stamped version on my channel. As I summarize the happy hour, I'll include timestamps at the bottom in case you want to hear the discussion in its entirety. The first thing that was discussed is the 12 new scenarios for First Blood. This is Parabellum's response to the community's requests for more scenarios. It introduces new concepts like destroyable objective markers and varied deployment. But even if you play only Last Argument of Kings, you might want to take a look at these scenarios. Parabellum has said that there's a new scenario pack in the works for the Last Argument of Kings, making use of a lot of approaches that they applied in the scenario pack, including destroyable objectives and potentially carryable objectives. Another new release is an updated army builder. While it's still in beta, you're more than welcome to use it, and if you have suggestions, bugs, or feedback, you can either email Parabellum directly or go to the new Army Builder feedback thread on their Discord. And for those of you who've tried using the old Army Builder on mobile, this has been designed to make that experience far more enjoyable. For those of you who are retailers, Parabellum has also announced that they'll have retailer demo kits of the Wadroon vs. Old Dominion starter kit, and it was likely include a handful of extras to make introducing players to the game easier for retailers. Speaking of retailers, Golden Rhino Gaming recently had an unboxing event where they sold out of their 16 slots and ended up having over 20 people who showed to watch the event and were invited by Parabellum to speak during the happy hour about their experience. And now for what you have probably all came to hear, what's coming next. In case you weren't aware, City States is the next faction being released, expected to come out in the first quarter of 2023. While we got no specifics on how City States will play, we were told that a big portion of the design was how would things like Minotaurs fit into a Greek hoplite battle line. But the question remains, what comes after City States? Parabellum is going to be hosting another community voting to decide what faction follows City States. The only thing we know is that Weavers will be one of the three options, so if that is the faction you're looking forward to, you need to make sure to vote. In November, Parabellum will announce the three factions that will be up for voting, and the voting will then follow after Christmas. For those of you who love the hobbying aspect, Parabellum announced a partnership with Creature Caster, bringing back the Resin Beast painting competition at Adepticon. There will be competitions for all levels of painters, including children, so don't feel like you need to be an expert to participate. To find out more, you can go to the Resin Beast painting competition website. Finally, we got to see what the fully painted Knightly Orders were going to look like. It only took 5 tries to get the Order of the Crimson Tower right, but now that they're here, they are amazing. The Prior Commander will be able to be built in 2 different forms, one with the hood as a Knight of the Sealed Temple, and the one with the helm as a member of the Crimson Tower. We also got to see the new Imperial Ranger kit. They will represent the first tri-kit within Parabellum's range, combined with the Hunter Cadre and the Longbowman. And for those of you who prefer the more masses of 100 Kingdoms, the Errant of the Order of the Shield was also revealed, to be added as a officer in First Blood or as a unit upgrade within Last Argument of Kings, seeking to strike a fine balance between being a knightly order, but also someone who's one of the people. And Old Dominion wasn't going to be left out. We got to see Parabellum's first ever dual kit for brutes of Canophores and the Caryatids, helping to round out the Fallen Pantheon. Finally, we got a teaser of what the Sea Jotnar is going to look like. It is going to be another artisan series made by the same artist who made the Ice Jotnar, so expect to see it as a distant relative of the Ice Jotnar. The live stream ended with a typical Q&A with Parabellum, with some teasers, some fun quips, and finding out little tidbits, like Wadroon's Chosen have been redesigned multiple times, like the Order of the Crimson Tower had to be, because despite all the reviews, they somehow ended up looking like more Dwegom than Wadroon. Meanwhile, the Dwegom Steelforged somehow turned into... Thank you for listening. Please comment, like, and subscribe to get more Conquest videos and to help share Conquest with the wider community.